I was reborn back into the senior high school classroom in 2008. I thought I could make a comeback with my memories, but I found out that this wasn't the world I knew at all. Just as I was about to show my skills and start my career, I was confused by the registration for the martial arts exam mentioned by my classmates. Not only was the registration fee as high as 10,000 yuan, but the whole society actually respected martial arts above all else. It turned out that in this world, martial artists were the real winners in life. It was clearly stated in the law that if you wanted to open a company across cities, the legal representative must be a martial artist. For cross-provincial development, a martial artist of the 4th rank or above was required to oversee the business. Multinational groups even needed the support of a grandmaster of the 7th rank. Take Tencent as an example. Only after Ma Woteng broke through to the 8th rank did he dare to issue a challenge to the president of Google's Asia-Pacific region, aiming to prove his strength and open up the Asia market. It wasn't just the business world. The political and entertainment circles were also dominated by martial artists. The governors of each province were at least 4th rank martial artists. Pop stars not only needed to have talent, but also martial arts skills. Even the children of the rich and powerful were uniformly called martial artist heirs. Did ordinary people want to stand out? Without becoming martial artists, there was no chance at all. I searched for more than an hour in the internet cafe and finally understood that the martial arts exam in the college entrance examination was the only chance for ordinary people to turn their lives around. However, the admission rate was shockingly low. Among 9 million examinees nationwide, only 20,000 martial arts students were recruited. In small cities, it was even more competitive, with only 1 in 1,000 getting in. What's worse, training martial artists cost an enormous amount of money. Even if one passed the martial arts exam, the subsequent cultivation resources also required a large amount of money. Back at school, the head teacher mentioned the registration for the martial arts exam. Again, in order to encourage students to apply, the school spent 50,000 to 60,000 yuan to invite freshmen from Nanjiang Martial Arts University to give a speech. Looking at the envious eyes of my classmates, I was extremely worried. I only had 15 yuan in my pocket. How could I gather the 10,000 yuan registration fee? When I got home from school, the familiar old community, the crowded 60 square meter small house, and my sister who was asking me for pocket money completely dashed my fantasy of becoming a rich second generation. My mother's monthly salary of 800 yuan was barely enough to support a family of 4. How could I ask for that 10,000 yuan? At this moment, I realized that in this world, where martial arts was highly respected, the aura of a reborn person was useless. Without money or power, I didn't even have the qualification to register for the martial arts exam. But was I going to be content with being a nobody for the rest of my life? No way. I must find a way to gather enough money for the registration fee and seize this only chance to change my fate. After all, one should not lose one's ambition just because of poverty. No matter how difficult the road to a comeback is, I have to grit my teeth and keep going.